In the spring of 1917, the United States, previously on the sidelines of World War I, entered the global conflict and brought with it newfound hope for the Allies. This pivotal moment marked the beginning of a significant shift in the balance of power, as the United States geared up to support its European allies and contribute to the war effort. The spring of 1917 also witnessed a series of offensives that would shape the course of the conflict on the Western Front. The U.S. decision to enter the war. On April 2, 1917, President Woodrow Wilson asked the U.S. Congress to declare war on Germany, citing the unrestricted submarine warfare employed by the Germans and the infamous Zimmermann telegram as primary reasons. The sinking of American merchant ships by German U-boats had inflamed public opinion, and the United States was compelled to join the Allies in their fight for democracy and freedom. The arrival of American troops. The decision to enter the war was swiftly followed by the mobilization of American troops. The American Expeditionary Force, led by General John J. Pershing, began arriving in Europe in the spring of 1917. Although initially small in number, the presence of fresh and motivated American troops boosted the morale of the Allies, who had been weary after years of protracted warfare. Spring offensives of 1917. As American troops arrived, the Allies planned a series of offensives to break the stalemate on the Western Front. The spring of 1917 witnessed the British and French launching coordinated attacks, aiming to regain territory from the Central Powers. The Nivelle Offensive, led by the French, and the Arras Offensive, spearheaded by the British, were ambitious attempts to shift the momentum in favor of the Allies. Challenges and setbacks. While the spring offensives of 1917 had initial successes, they were met with formidable challenges. The entrenched German defenses and the strategic difficulties of coordinating large-scale offensives presented significant obstacles. The Nivelle Offensive, in particular, ended in disaster, contributing to widespread mutinies within the French army. Impact of American troops. Despite the setbacks, the presence of American troops brought fresh optimism to the Allies. The U.S. commitment to the war effort signaled a turning point, both in terms of manpower and resources. American soldiers, though inexperienced, brought energy and enthusiasm to the front lines, reinforcing the resolve of the war-weary Allied forces. Legacy. The spring offensives of 1917 marked a critical juncture in World War I. While the military strategies employed during this period had mixed results, the entry of the United States into the conflict signaled a significant shift in the balance of power. The infusion of American resources, manpower, and determination ultimately played a crucial role in turning the tide against the Central Powers. The spring offensives of 1917, coupled with the entrance of the United States into World War I, set the stage for a new phase in the conflict. While the military outcomes were varied, the symbolism of American involvement rejuvenated the Allied cause and injected a renewed sense of purpose into a war-weary Europe. The events of this period paved the way for the eventual triumph of the Allies and the end of one of the most devastating conflicts in history.